Hi friends, welcome back to SPK English Academy. You are learning poetic devices or figures of speech, part 4 with Serena Vesapa. In today's class, I am going to discuss 6 figures of speech. They are oxymoron, paradox, pleonasm, prosopopia, transferred epithet, epistrophe. Figures of speech plays a very vital role in English language. It is immensely used by the poets in their poetry to give more music and to make their poetry more figurative and also draw the attention of the readers towards their language. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, you have to subscribe now for latest updates regarding English literature, literary theory, and rhetoric and prosody, and some other updates regarding UGC NET and KSET English literature. Now we'll discuss these 6 figures of speech one by one. First, we look at oxymoron. Oxymoron has two contradictory ideas or two opposite words in the same line. See here, definition is given like this. The two apparently contradictory words or terms are used to convey a paradoxical sense or a delicate combination of two words that seem to mean the opposite of each other. For example, cruel kindness. In this phrase, two cruel and kindness are opposite words. Busy idle days. Here busy and idle are opposite words. Next, pretty ugly. So these are also opposite words. Tragic comedy. These are also opposite words like death, life. Like in this type of two opposite words are appeared in the line. So that is oxymoron. Next, most important figures of speech, that is paradox. In this figures of speech, a truth is brought home through the use of self-contradictory statements. Examples: cowards die many a time before their death. So especially cowards fear always. So that's why before their death they would reach their death many times. So that is paradox. Another one example, discretion is the better part of valor. Next one, after death we awoke into an eternal life. Next one, pleonasm. Pleonasm is very important figures of speech. Many students and teachers do not know about these figures of speech. So this figures of speech was asked in UGC NET question paper many times. It means the use of words more than those which are absolutely necessary. He sat down on the ground. See, in this sentence, we have to look at he sat down means he has to sit on the ground. Using the word on the ground is unnecessary here. Second example, he looked up high towards the sky. He looked up high means itself it looks towards the sky. Using towards the sky praise is not necessary here. All this I saw it with my own eyes, and it was the most fearsome sight I ever witnessed. See, all this I saw it with my own eyes. Itself, all this I saw it means we have to see it by our own eyes. Using the phrase with my own eyes is not necessary. Is it possible to see by taking others' eyes? Not at all. So these kinds of examples are called pleonasms. Next figures of speech is prosopopoeia. So in these figures of speech, an abstract thing is personified or in which an imagined or absent or dead person or thing is represented as speaking. A prosopopoeia is a rhetorical device in which a speaker or a writer communicates to the audience by speaking as another person or object. The past is written in the present tense. That is prosopopoeia. What does it mean? The past is called the historic present is written in the present tense. So that is prosopopoeia. Past is written in present tense. So that is prosopopoeia. Now you have to look at the examples. Saurabh and Rustum clash with their full might. It is the past. But now we have written this in present tense. So that is prosopopoeia. Next example, Rama kills Ravana. It's also past, but we have written it in present tense. So next example, wisdom sings her own praises among her own people. She proclaims her glory. Next one, transferred epithet. So epithet means describing a characteristic of a person. But a transferred epithet is that when an epithet is transferred from a person to a thing. Examples are a careless match, a wide-eyed amazement. Especially amazement is an abstract idea. It has no any eyes. But here the poet used as a wide-eyed amazement. So here a person is transferred to a thing. Especially the persons and animals and other insects or creatures have the eyes. But here amazement has no eyes at all. But here the poet used a wide-eyed amazement. So here a person is transferred to a thing. A weary road. So especially the road does not become weary always. But a man can become weary. So here also person is transferred to a thing. It is a foolish idea. Let happy days come. So these are also examples for transferred epithet. Next example is epistrophe. In these figures of speech, what happens? It is the repetition of the same word or words at the end of a successive phrases, clauses or sentences. It is coined by a classical poet Plato. See the example. You have seen how a man was made a slave. You shall see how a slave was made a man. Next example. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. So here is also repetition of the sentence or a clause or a phrase. So this is epistrophe. Here see, a man was made a slave. In the same is repeated, a slave was made a man. Here child, child, child is repeated in this example. So that's why it is called as epistrophe. So these are the 6 important figures of speech which I discussed in this video. So you have to watch this video from beginning to end. If it is necessary, you have to note down the examples and meanings of these figures of speech in your notebook. Those will help you to prepare well for the examination. So thank you for watching this video. Please share, like and comment on the videos, and also subscribe to my channel.